welcome back everybody, it's me, Guyman's92, and we are back today with F1 22. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't subscribed already. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for supporting me, my channel and my videos. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of them as they drop onto YouTube. So, here we are, back with our My Team career and heading into what should be the Australian Grand Prix for our third round. Last round, obviously, at Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. A very positive weekend for us. And, yeah, no, just, you know, really good all round. We obviously got our first win for the team. Our first win for us and the championship. So hopefully that bodes well. Can't get my words out. Hopefully that bodes well for the growth of the team and the car, all the sponsorship that comes with obviously that first race win. So I'm just having a look here because we've got $6 million to spend. So I'm just having a quick look. Potentially going to look at upgrading that one maybe. Powertrain, is there anything we can upgrade here? Looking for around 3 million if we can afford something. Well, that's a lie. We can afford it. We know we can afford it. I think these are all going to be the same price, aren't they? Oh, okay. So that's 3.5. That's 3.5 million for durability upgrade. Which durability is always a good thing to have. We're obviously looking at a fabrication upgrade there already for the durability thing, so I don't really want to do too much. So I think what I am going to go for is I'm going to go for the 3 million there and try and sort of invest a little bit into that second driver's experience stats, and hopefully we can get to a point where it's the team rather than just our car. So we look good apart from gearbox 29. We got level 25 to get to before we can even look at our next sponsorship. So we're just going to start fast forwarding here. We've obviously got the Driver 2 PR filming day there as well that we allocated those activities just to try and get us a little bit more acclaim, try and bring a little bit more morale to the. I think we got plus 10% in a couple of those for the team. So yeah, so we're looking at Pirelli Hot Lap. We're looking at a Mercedes AMG because I don't like the drifting in this game, and then we head to the Australian Grand Prix. I will jump back in with everybody. We've still got 3.9 million, so we might have a look at the end of this video or the start of the next video as to what else we can upgrade now that we've got a bit of money. Do we try and spend that money wisely and try and build our team and our garage up so that we can get some better stuff and be more at the front? Maybe what last weekend, the race just gone, was a bit of a fluke, so you don't know. So we're going to jump into the Pirelli Hot Lap, which is the average speed zone. I'm literally doing this for money and the 1,000 acclaim that you get for, I don't know whether you get driver acclaim or just team acclaim. So either way, acclaim is good. It's a wet track, which could be interesting for Australia. And yeah, I will drop back in with everybody once we are either heading into qualifying or we are reviewing our weekend, just in case there is a sprint race added for this Australian Grand Prix. But if there is, that'd be quite interesting. First sprint race of the season. So yeah, I'll speak to you all in a bit once we're about to find out either the weekend strategy or once we're about to head into our one-shot qualifying. Okay, so there we are. That is our practice sessions over with. We've got some decent amount of resource points there, and to say I do like this track is an understatement. This is a lovely circuit, nice and flowing, really easy to drive on, and something we picked up quite quickly is we could hopefully potentially be up the top end of the field again today. So with a decent qualifying session, obviously I wouldn't have said anyone's going to have penalties just yet. It's a bit too early in the season for that sort of stuff. But yeah, so I mean, forecast looks dry, which is great as well. Can't really see results of FP free practice, but free practice 1, I think we were 3rd. Free practice 2, we topped it. Free practice 3, I think we were 4th or 5th or something like that. I think it was 4th actually. Vettel was top, and then you had both Mercedes of Russell and Hamilton in 1st and 2nd and 3rd. So yeah, let's jump straight into qualifying. Hopefully we can get a good lap in here and be at the top of the grid. or at least up the top end of the grid, looking for a decent start for the Australian Grand Prix. So we've got the soft tyre set, we've got our car setup done as well, so I'm going to get straight onto track and hopefully we can get a good lap in for our one-shot qualifying. Okay, here we go. We're about to cross the line. There we are, starting our first lap here. Our qualifying lap. DRS activated. Lando Norris's car in front of us there. Try and use all of that corner speed. And obviously try and use all of the track as well. A little bit of a slide as we go through there. Then we accelerate all the way up through the gears, up to 8th gear as we come down this first straight with a few kinks in it, to be fair. Nicely done through there, that was good. Second to last corner, final corner, or second to last corner, sorry, because technically this is your final corner. DRS open, we are sitting P1 at the moment. Do we keep it? Do we keep pole? We do keep pole position as well.
Okay, good job.
I did say we were quick round here, I do like this track. I'm glad we got pole there, I like this track, this is a good track. That was hard earned. Drift your car for 200 metres. Got a lot of experience points there for our podium pass. Excuse me. Still got that little bit of a cough. Had it all week. Oh, look at that. We just beat Lando Norris by 200ths of a second. So that's pretty good. We're happy with that. Where did our teammate come? It's a little weird because Jenson Button's going to be at the back. Yeah, Jenson Button's at the back. But in FP2, I think it was, he finished 7th. So it's there. It's just that he obviously can't do it in the sessions that counts. So obviously Carlos Sainz is our rival from the last video as well. So we out-qualified our rival, which means we do add an extra 2,500 at claim. Don't know whether that goes to our driver or whether that goes to the team. Looks like it's gone to the driver. Excuse me. So we gain all that acclaim, which is brilliant. Obviously really good. We are on pole position for the Australian Grand Prix round 3 of season 2 of our My Team career. So hopefully we can get a decent result like we did in the last video. And hopefully we don't cough so much. So, 15 laps around here, around the Australian Grand Prix, of course. Hopefully we can get a good race here. I feel comfortable, like I said. We do feel pretty good out on this Australian Grand Prix. So, it'd be interesting to see how we're going to be getting off the line. Obviously, that's hindered us in the last season. I don't think it was that bad in Jeddah, but I could be wrong. I can't really remember. I think we did have a car that pulled up the left-hand side of us, but we managed to get into the or ahead of them into the braking zone and obviously command the corner. So they had to give way. Obviously, weather's going to be dry. We're just going to have a look at us on pole position again. Look at that pole position, very good. Oh, very pixelated face there. So Lando Norris is alongside of us, of course, and the two drivers behind us were Max Verstappen and our rival, Carlos Sainz. This obviously bodes quite well for the championship, us getting another podium as well. Because technically, we are top of the championship, so technically we should, be nice to stay there. It wanted us to go to a hard tyre, which I think is a little strange. We're going to go to a medium tyre. I think that's just because in my tyre wear, my tyre management thing, I wasn't very good. We did average tyre wear. But, I mean, if we, we'll sort of see how the race goes, of course. But if we can get to a point where, we're, comfortably in front or we're battling with somebody and we know where they are, we could always change the pit, try and go further on the soft tyre, but obviously decrease your speed because of that soft tyre, and increase the time that we use, or decrease the time that we use on the medium tyre. I do think that medium tyre at the end is going to be massive though. I don't think this circuit is very good on fuel. So what I have done is we're going to go for 1.5 plus of fuel, just because really. So I just wanted to check my racing strategy again. So we're going to start the race here. I'm going to hold the clutch in, ready for the lights, and the lights are out. So we are going to start our formation lap. And of course what I will do, as always, is I will tune back in with everybody once we are forming the grid for this Australian Grand Prix. Okay, so here we are, ready to form the grid. Just gonna We're just going to coast here because I've just looked behind us and there's no drivers behind me, so we're just going to coast to the line here and hopefully get a decent position.
Okay, not the best placement there, mate.
And actually finish parking, which was a little bit annoying there. We were coasting to the end. I was just about to put my foot on the accelerator and it stopped us, which is charming. So we didn't get the good start there, which doesn't bode very well for the start of the Grand Prix, really. But here we go anyway, lights are on. And the lights are out. Here we go. We have pulled away. Not too shabby there. Leave a little bit of room on the inside. Don't want to get caused, or don't want to be in anyone's way. Cause a little bit of an accident into turn one there. We have started this Australian Grand Prix on the front foot. And at the moment Max Verstappen are beginning to gap Lando Norris already, so that's good to see. We're going to use our overtake mode as we come down this straight though. So we've got 6 laps on these tyres. And then we pit for the mediums. I do want to try and use my overtake mode as much as we can to try and break Max Verstappen here. While DRS isn't activated, it would be quite nice to be able to get to a point where Max doesn't have DRS on me, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. He's looking racy. Is Max Verstappen behind me? We can't seem to shake him at the moment. Gap is increasing with that. Oh, I was using that overtake mode. It will come down considerably with that attempt to try and get round that corner. I'm going to go with it being an attempt because that was an horrendous corner. A 20.7. Lando Norris with a 20.7 as well. Check my mirrors there as we come into the braking area and see that Max is now 0.2. Not going to use the overtake mode. Max is going to be in our slipstream though. We'll use overtake mode on this bit. Pushing, starting to make some mistakes now. We feel those tyres feeling a little bit more rubbery than they should be. These Max is on the inside. Maybe just about shut that door though. I have to say, Lando Norris is coming. He's set that quickest lap of the race. Go a little bit deep there. Lando Norris has actually got past Max Verstappen now. Those two are having a bit of a dogfight as well, which is going to be good for me. While they're having a little bit of a set to, let's attempt to get our own head down here and see if we can gap these boys so that they do not have DRS on us. Don't have DRS through that corner or down this DRS activation area. A little bit wide there, but it's okay because it's an extended curb. That's not an extended curb. Awful through that. A little bit of overtake mode that we got down there. Oh, caution. One of them's gone. I think you'll find that was Lando Norris. That would be interesting. Did Max Verstappen and Lando Norris have a coming together there? Because they've been battling with each other in that last lap. What could almost be better is, has Max Verstappen damaged his car at all? That could be very interesting. At the moment, I would say no, purely because the gap to him and Carlos Sainz isn't coming down either, I don't think. Be interested to see what happened between them two there then, as we are about to start lap 6. Tyre degradation isn't brilliant. Starting to feel it. Especially into the braking areas, as you can see there. Try and use that overtake mode down this straight to try and keep him behind me here. Pit window is open. We are into the pits on the end of this lap. Need a good out lap here, or in lap here. We're just going to confirm that as well.
Okay, some information on Ricciardo. They seem to have an issue.
Poor Daniel Ricciardo's got a problem. Seems like the issues he had at McLaren are going with him. Here we go.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Got to be joking, don't they? They feel horrible. And Max Verstappen is breathing down my neck. Max is going to have DRS on me here. Okay, we're into the pits. Vettel has stayed out. Charles Leclerc has stayed out. Ricciardo, Hamilton, both staying out. Optimal pit.
That was a fantastic
Drop us onto the
stop,
floor and
faster than
go.
we were expecting. Pit strategy complete.
Here we go,
See
come
these
on.
tyres through to the end now.
Oh, he come right in front of me there, wow. That was spooky. Right, we've got Jensen Button behind us, who's being attacked by Nicholas Latifi. Come on, Button, don't lose to Nicholas Latifi, please. Need to remember that these aren't the right drivers that we are really competing against. We do need a good outlap here, though. We should have, technically, because we're going to have... excuse me, we're going to have DRS on Joe Granu, and we've got a lot of overtake to use that we could use down this straight here. Not close enough to get around Joe Granu this time. Hopefully he gets into the pits though, because he is going to hold us up. He is into the pits, so that's good. We will also claim his DRS on him as we come down this pit straight.
Jensen's coming in for his stop now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.1 seconds.
We exit just as Charles Leclerc is coming down pit lane as well, or coming out of pit lane. We just need to see these tyres out.
Car behind on the medium tyre now.
As are we. They're 2.5 seconds behind us. I really want the win here. Really like this track.
Behind is 2.5 seconds.
We are on lap 8, ready to start lap 9. I'm going to try and work on conserving some of that overtake mode, just in case we have to use it at the end of this Grand Prix. 2.3 seconds is now the gap to Charles Leclerc. He's gained a 0.2 of a second on me in that lap. It's that last sector, we lose so much time on that last sector. Right, the brand new straight, or so-called straight anyway. A little bit of overtake mode as we come down here. Always a good place to get maximum out of your overtake mode through there. A little bit of overtake mode as we come down this straight as well. Just get it to about 50. Onto the brakes. That felt good. Overtake mode as we come out of here. 2.6, so we gained time on Charles Leclerc through that sector, about 0.3 of a lap.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate.
Oh, that's a bit wide.
5.1 seconds.
I don't know if Max Verstappen had something wrong with his pit stop, but his pit stop's done him over really. He was second place, so he is behind his teammate, but I wouldn't have said he's gaining on his teammate at all. Got a 1.2 gap, Mr. Leclerc, to his teammate Max Verstappen. 1 minute title rivals, if in real life, and then teammates. That's why I quite like the idea of this My Team career. I think it's definitely something that MotoGP is missing. But then in all fairness, MotoGP plays more emphasis on building yourself through the Moto2, Moto3 series. It'd be a bit weird if everything changed by the time you got to Moto2. But in my opinion, it would be pretty cool as well. So it's a tough one, but I quite like it. I like that the teams adapt and get different drivers and different riders. I think that's pretty clever. A little bit wide there. Fuel's good, still got +1 fuel. Tyres are poor, 14%, so that's fine. We're good on tyres. Gap's steady, 2.6. Probably average gap's probably about a 2.4, 2.5, something like that I would have said, because it does come down sometimes. I'm going to try and save some of that overtake mode now, just in case. Go a little bit wide there as well, get off the rumble. That's wide as well. Starting to make a few mistakes now as I'm not taking my eye off the ball, but not concentrating as much as we would have done. I'm going to start using some overtake moves, try and get that gap back up, because that gap's come down by 0.4 of a second now. I'm not comfortable with that at all. We're pushing to a point where we can maintain that gap at about 1.5, so if we can work back to get that gap back up there, that would be brilliant. Gap's back to 2.5 now. We are managing it, if I'm honest. We can, we sort of take our focus off the ball a little bit, and it does come back down. So we just have to keep focused here for these last few laps. Gap's now 3 seconds, so excuse me, we're doing something right. Although that was a 1:20.9, so that's nearly our quickest lap of the race there.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Well, it's a good job we've got 3 more laps to do then. Lap 13, 14 and 15. 3 laps left. Gap's nearly 3 minutes. 3 minutes, I wish. 3 seconds. A very, very positive weekend for the Garmanza 92 or the Zeno SG92 team. Just need to try and sort out our teammate this year and find out if we can get a teammate that's going to help us win this team championship or constructors championship. That's obviously our aim game. The end goal is to become team or constructors champion and world champion. At the moment we are leading the Australian Grand Prix and leading the championship if it was to finish as it does. That was really weird that it just flashed to a yellow and then went instantly back to green. Oh, hang on. Charles Leclerc is dropping down the list here. What has happened to Charles Leclerc? Has he made a mistake? Because Max Verstappen is now Charles Leclerc is out of the session.
Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Oh no! That is such a shame for Charles Leclerc. Joining Red Bull, looking to win the championship back for Red Bull after Carlos Sainz won it in this game in the previous year, and with 2 laps left of this Australian Grand Prix, he has a mechanical issue while sitting in 2nd place and has to retire from the session, so ouch. We are now 4.3 seconds in front of Max Verstappen, who obviously pitted right behind us. We did come out into a little bit of traffic, so that wouldn't have helped him at all. He did come out behind our teammate, so well done to Jensen Button holding him up. And obviously he was battling with Nicholas Latifi at the time as well, so those two were battling for track positions, and so was Max. Problem is they won out, Max didn't. We do have another yellow flag here. I just wondered if that was going to be Charles Leclerc parked up somewhere on the side of the track. If it was, technically it should be a safety car, but I can't see him anyway, so it doesn't matter. The gap is coming down rapidly, but if I'm honest, I'm not really pushing. We're lifting in a lot of these corners that you wouldn't normally lift. But it's the final lap of the race. We do not need to go flat out and make a mistake, so we will stick to where we are and how we are doing. As we come down the new straight, or the new longer section of this racetrack, into the chicane for the final time. Out of the chicane, the gap's now 3 seconds, but it doesn't really matter. It's the final lap of this race, and we are just making sure we get round safely. Obviously, we wouldn't have been able to decrease the speed as much as we have done in those last 2 laps if Charles Leclerc was still in the race. But unfortunately for Charles Leclerc, he isn't. But good news for us is we win the Australian Grand Prix. Another win for our team as well, so really good, really good stuff there for us and the team. Another positive, very positive weekend. Kevin Magnussen getting driver of the day. Max Verstappen overtaking us there as we celebrate our race win. Round 3, 2 wins for this season, and we're still not wearing the right crash helmet. I really need to sort that out. The Xeon SG92 racing team now have 2 wins to their name in 2 seasons. It's obviously our 2nd season.
Win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Very happy with that. Very happy with that. Lando Norris there picking up a podium, so well done to Lando. We don't need to see ourselves stand on the top podium again. We've already done that once. We know what it's like. So we get 15,000 or 2,500 experience points there. Excuse me. Which does mean we go up 2 tiers, which is brilliant. So we are currently tier 11.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Joker increases their championship lead.
So Lando Norris 13 in the end there. He obviously had a bit of a running in.
Today, I think I'll give it to the Haas driver.
It's time to
so there we are for our constructor or not driving championship. 19 points in front of Max Verstappen, and we are tied actually with constructors' points against Red Bull. That won't stay that way. That's purely because Charles Leclerc finished the race, did he? Oh no, sorry, that's driving standards. So yeah, Charles Leclerc didn't finish the race, so he didn't actually pick up any points. But obviously if he was 2nd, Max Verstappen would have been 3rd, their points would have been a lot more. But you have to finish the races. Where did our teammate finish? Because we didn't check that out last time. Our teammate finished 20th position, so unfortunately didn't pick up any points. But hopefully he went up by 1, mainly because Charles Leclerc was behind him. But hopefully he can get somewhere and he can find a little bit of pace, because his quickest lap wasn't even the best. It was the worst quickest lap actually. So yeah, not great from our teammate. But we don't really know why the teammate's struggling. But they are, so we'll try and help them out as best as we can. We get +5 against a +2 on our rival, so that takes us to 7/3. So we are currently beating our rival as well. We get a little bit of team acclaim, or a lot of driver acclaim, and a fair bit of team acclaim there. Jensen Button struggling with acclaim. Unfortunately, we get 6,707 or 677,000. Sorry, credits, dollars to spend on our team. So another really good thing. So it looks like we've got sponsorship renewal here. So let's manage our sponsors. So we want. Oh, okay. So they've. I didn't press renewal. So we okay. So we're gonna have a look now then. So you qualified 10 or better. For a weekly income of 131. So really, I want to sort it probably by weekly income. Achieve a podium finish. Score 20 constructors points during a race. Out-qualify your rival. What's this one? Score 15 constructors points. Achieve a top 4 finish during a race. I mean, we could go for that. Really, we would like to, wouldn't we? What about this one here? What's this one? Achieve at least 1 podium position within the team. That's tough. That's a tough one. Score 5 constructors points. Qualify in P4 or better. This is difficult actually. It's quite a difficult choice. Beat your rival during a race. Complete a weekend without colliding with another car. I mean, that's a good one, right? We're going to go with that, I think. We don't want to be colliding with other cars anyway, so yeah. So with that, we're just going to change and make sure that their sponsorship is on our car. That's not what I wanted. Nice, it is. Sponsors Decos. Excuse me. Because I believe the sponsor we did get rid of isn't what I thought it was. So I'm going to go for sticking our other sponsor about there. Cool. Nicely done. So we have 5.7 million. And I'm going to advance that. Actually, let's just have a quick look at R&D. Because we do have 2,937 R&D. So we've got upgrades lost. We've lost a durability upgrade. That's not ideal. Don't know what happened there. So we've got 1,000 for wings. 960 for something to do with bearings. So let's go for that, I think. Although that's probably one of our better areas. What's an area that we... Ah, okay, here we go then. Department has reached capacity, so they're already doing stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. So, do we have the ability to do wings? Because we are one of the worst for wings as well. Yes, we do. And what about durability? Looks like we've only got one thing being done for durability. So I'm just going to have a quick scan through these. Go for the most expensive one that we can afford, which is this one. Oh, we're quite high durability actually as well. I don't know if we're going to have the ability to do another one of these though. No, we're not. So drivetrain, I don't think we could do powertrain. We can do powertrain, but we're going to do durability. I know I'm flicking through this really quickly, so for that I apologise. Yeah, we're going to go for that. I just wanted to make sure I chose the right thing there. We do have quite a lot of upgrades going on at the moment, so I didn't really want to make a mistake into that. So yeah, we've got the Italian Grand Prix in the next race there, as you can see at the bottom. But that is all we've got time for today. Another win for us and the team, which is brilliant for F1 and really good for our team. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't subscribed. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me and my channel and my videos. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of them as they drop onto YouTube. And with that being said, I shall see you all in the next video.